Now, ecstatic moment of the week.
Hare Krishna, welcome everyone for Srimad Bhagavatam. Jai Radha Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Kunja Bihari Upidana Vallabha Girivaradhari Upidana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Yashodanandana Brajajana Jamuna Tira Tira Upanachana Jaya Radha Kunjabi Jaya Radha Kunjabi Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Hari Om, Jaya Om, Hari Om, Jaya Om, Hari Om. Hari Om, Jaya Om, Hari Om.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सतस्य श्रीमदे श्रीमद् जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य हरिदाष्टांग की जय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय all glories to some devotees all glories to some devotees all glories to some devotees all glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga all glories to Prabhupada ki jai. I'm reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, canto number 4, chapter number 6. And shloka number 5. Please forgive me for surprising you with my being on the class. It was actually His Grace Rohinathan Prabhu's turn, but he skipped on Tuesday.
People are very happy to hear.
So please, I'm really sorry to disappoint you all. If you're expecting His Grace Rohinathan Prabhu's nectarian katha, you just will tolerate me. Please forgive me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We can sing together. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. I was thinking we can do word to word first so that it will be easier for us to say the shloka. Atha api.
Atha api.
Still.
Still.
Yuyam. All of you. Kritak kilvishaha. Having committed offenses. Bhavam. Lordship. Ye. All of you. Barhishan. Barhishaha. Of the sacrifice. Bhagabhajam. Entitled to a share. Paradu. Have excluded. Prasadaya dvam. Prasadaya dvam. All of you should satisfy. Parishuddha chetasa. Without mental reservations. Kshipra prasadam. Quick mercy. Pragrita angri padmam. Pragrita angri padmam. Pragrit Angri Padmam, sorry. Pragrita Angri Padmam. Pragrita Angri Padmam. Or it can say ah, right? Pragrita Angri Padmam. His lotus feet having been taken shelter of. अथापि यूयं कृतकिल्बिषाभवम् अथापि यूयं कृतकिल्बिषाभवम् तथापि यूयं कृतकिल्बिषाभवम् ये बहिर्षोभागभाजं परादुः ये बहिर्षोभागभाजं परादुः ये बहिर्षोभागभाजं परादुः प्रसादयध्वं परिशुद्धचेतसा प्रसादयध्वं परिशुद्धचेतसा प्रसादयध्वं परिशुद्धचेतसा क्षिप्रप्रसादं प्रहिताङ्घ्रिपद्मम् क्षिप्रप्रसादं प्रहिताङ्घ्रिपद्मम् क्षिप्रप्रसादं प्रगृहीताङ्घ्रिपद्मम् अथापि यूयं कृतकिल्बिषाभवम् ये बर्हिषोभागभाजं परादुः ये बहिर्षोभागभाजं परादुः प्रसादयध्वं परिशुद्धचेतसा प्रसादयध्वं परिशुद्धचेतसा क्षिप्रप्रसादं प्रगृहीताङ्घ्रिपद्मम् क्षिप्रप्रसादं प्रगृहीताङ्घ्रिपद्मम् अथापि यूयं कृतकिल्बिषाभवम् ये बहिर्षोभागभाजं परादुः प्रसादयध्वं परिशुद्धचेतसा प्रसादयध्वं परिशुद्धचेतसा प्रसादं प्रगृहीताङ्घ्रिपद्मम् अथापि यूयं कृतकिल्बिषाभवम् ये बर्हिषोभागभाजं परादुः प्रसादयध्वं परिशुद्धचेतसा क्षिप्रप्रसादं प्रगृह्याग्निपद्मम्. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace of Vajranath Prabhu Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. You have excluded Lord Shiv from taking part in the sacrificial results, and therefore you are all offenders at his lotus feet. Still, if you go without mental reservations and surrender unto him and fall down at his lotus feet, he will be very pleased. Perfect. Lord Shiv is also called Asutosh. Asu means very soon, and Tosha means to become satisfied. The demigods were advised to go to Lord Shiv and beg his pardon. And because he is very easily pleased, it was certain that their purpose would be served. Lord Brahma knew the mind of Lord Shiva very well and have and he was confident that the demigods who were offenders at his lotus feet could mitigate their offenses by going to him and surrendering without reservation. Please repeat the translation. You have excluded Lord Shiva
You have excluded Lord Shiva
from taking part in the sacrificial results,
from taking part in sacrificial service.
and therefore you are all offenders
You are all
at his lotus feet.
at his lotus feet.
Still,
Still,
if you go without mental reservations
if you go without mental reservation
and surrender unto him and fall down at his lotus feet,
and fall down at his lotus feet,
he will be very pleased.
he will be pleased.
Again, asking for blessings from everyone uh, to speak something meaningful. I really um, don't deserve to be sitting here, but thank you for all of you to be being here. We'll do the prayers. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarobhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum lambhayate girim yat kripastamam te Shri Guru Limitare Shri Chaitanya Shri. So here Lord Brahma is advising to all the demigods who have gathered together after the whole sacrifice being, destroyed by Lord Shiva's Gana. and all the demigods are approaching Lord Brahma. And here he is sharing that, you all have offended Lord Shiva by not um, respecting him and not giving him his part for the sacrificial sacrifice that was performed. And the remedy to that one he's suggesting is you approach Lord Shiva without any reservation. You go to Bhagavan Shankar and surrender to him and fall down at his lotus feet. And by doing that, you will please him. He is very sure that he will be very pleased. So, just from this purport or the translation, taking out of context, if we have to establish a principle, then we can say that if we commit any mistake or any offense, the remedy to that is to approach the person that we have committed or we thought we committed any um, offense to that person or an individual and really, really beg forgiveness. How? By surrendering to him and falling at the lotus feet. Now, of course, surrendering to that person might be a little challenging for us because we're probably seeing the other person who probably be offended on the same level. But in our heart of hearts, we should consider that this experience that I'm going through is for some learning for myself. For learning for myself in a way that it is showing me some impurities in my heart that is coming out. And how do I address that? I address that by praying to the lotus feet of that individual who we offended, as well as praying to Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada and our acharyas to give us the understanding what is the message that I'm taking. How do I rectify that? There are so many things that you cannot go back in time and we wish we didn't speak or we wish we didn't act the way we acted. We wish that, I personally feel that there are so many things that once it's done, you're driving on a highway and you took a wrong turn or a wrong exit. The only way to come back to the same path is to going through the detours and whatever the GPS is telling, recalculating, right? So that is the only way to come back to. But the real thing that even if after taking the wrong turn, to continue on the right path is very important. Otherwise, we will never be able to come back, right? If we say, "Oh, I took a wrong turn, now I go back home. I don't want to go," we can't reach the destination. So here, the remedy and the um, problem that we are passing through, to follow it through and having this strong faith, firm faith in the Lord, in the arrangements of the Lord and the devotees of the Lord who are our well-wishers, making for us, is to see that there is a better plan for me in the Lord's arrangement. I have to continue to do the service. I have to continue to do the basic, what I have committed to my Guru, committed being part of this parampara. Continue doing that and just follow the Lord's plan. It is said that once we say that, Krishna, I want to serve you in some capacity, some way, shape, or form, Krishna actually takes charge of our life. Krishna actually facilitates things in our life that will be orchestrated in a way that the experiences that we go through will only bring us closer to Him, which is really an amazing principle. And we have seen time and again, like who would have thought, right? Prabhupada met his Guru Maharaj in 1922 for the first time. Prabhupada was born in 1896. He is 26 years of age. He has lived his life as a pious Hindu, Vaishnav, Bengali. And he's meeting his Guru for the first time. And even before he comes up and puts his head up, he said, "You speak English. You should go to the Western world and preach this message in English." How the reason why, of course, Srila Prabhupada is Nitya Siddha and Parikar, but the message is that anytime that any blessings Gaurmon Day his father really wanted for him, he always said, "Please make my son a devotee of Radharani, a bhakta of Radharani, bhakta of Krishna." So that prayer, those prayers or blessings by the Gaurmon Day or Prabhupada's father kind of fructified when he really met his guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And rest is history, right? The amount of hardship, the pain, inconveniences, unfathomable. What Srila Prabhupada went through, India, he would go to every single tea stall and try to share this, which is even cheaper than tea. The book Back to Godhead or whatever the thing that he was printing. And people were disinterested, completely disinterested. And Krishna had something much better stored in his, plan for Srila Prabhupada. And we, all of us here in the middle of nowhere, Farmington Hills, Michigan, who would have thought Radha Gopijana Vallabh would manifest here? And we are so fortunate to be part of this amazing, facility, I would say, to really deepen our bhakti. I've really encountered such a very profound memory whenever I'm in the kirtan and with Yugal Kishore Prabhuji, and always he's praying for all of us. Please protect their bhakti. Please give them bhakti. Like who would have, what in the world, like we really cannot find this kind of genuine souls, saints, who would really ask or want for your welfare, who would ask the Lord for the participants' welfare and have them progress in bhakti, which is a really very rare, phenomenon. Of course, Srila Prabhupada came here just for that reason. He prayed for those. Yugal Kishore Prabhuji always says that he prayed for those who he never met. Right? He never met. He prayed for those. He really took all the inconveniences for those who he really will never meet in physical realm. But at the same time, it is like the most altruistic thing that what you can do for somebody else. The perfect example is, that boy that is lost, and people can give so many other things to that person, a child that is lost in out of nowhere, and then somebody can give them food or some clothing, give them some ice cream or something. You can help them temporarily, but really the most wonderful welfare for that child that is lost is to bring back to the parents. Those are the parents will make sure that he is completely protected and happy and satisfied. The same way, representing Srila Prabhupada and representing our Diksha Guru and Siksha Guru, our ultimate responsibility is to really share this message of Krishna consciousness to all of those whom we meet, whom we interact with, and try to share, bring them to a temple once, come once a month, come once a week, try to be here for 10 minutes. We have 7 p.m. Kirtan, we have a 4:30 p.m. we have Aarti. Every Sunday we have come for a half an hour. Just come for prasad. Somehow or the other, and try to engage them, try to bring them here. And then Krishna will do his magic. The devotees will do his magic, their magic. Because that's the only way. Any of us, we can think of our first day meeting a devotee, first day of meeting someone who is telling us to come to temple or read some book or be part of some program or even give us plate of prasadam. Most of the Western devotees or even Indian devotees, the blueberry halwa or a strawberry halwa, that was the initial, attraction or interaction with Krishna consciousness. And then rest is history, um, they're hooked basically. So Krishna consciousness is really, really um, uh, very attractive, but because in our jaundice condition, yesterday amazing point where Yugul Krishna Prabhuji made, that why people are not interested in listening to anything about Krishna or spiritual, because they are actually in the mode of passion and ignorance. You have to be at least on the some level of sattva to really understand this and take it in. The easiest way to bring them to some sattva, add some sattva into one's behavior or in their mood, is to give them some prasad, bring them to some kirtan, bring them to a level of, okay, you start chanting one round, start chanting 10 mantras, whatever little you can do, and add on that. Once that small steps are taken, then Krishna will reciprocate with them. Because ultimately, Krishna really wants all of us to be with him. He doesn't want us to suffer. That is the prerequisite we start with. Because yesterday's class was very nice, that Srila Prabhupada was recommending, or he was explaining why the murderer has to be killed, right? We say, oh, because he killed, the punishment is to kill him. But we need to go beyond that. Why? What is the reason why that person is to be killed? Is because to have him stop that mentality of harassing people or killing others. So we are like, in one sense, this arrangement is assisting him not to make more offenses, more karma, more bad activities or vikarmas that will haunt him in the next life. And if he goes through this reaction now, that is nullified, so he doesn't have to suffer in hell, or he doesn't have to come up with the reaction in the next life. So our Vedic scriptures are really very scientifically designed, and Shri Srimad Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, taking essence of all the four different Vaishnava, um, lines, bring the essence to and essence to the public in general, and even further simplifying and further streamlining in the uh, ISKCON as an establishment of course, Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, had this Gaudiya mutts, established, and after that, our Srila Prabhupada making it, Mangalarti, then all these different activities arranged and organized in the temple are directly those 9 processes of bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Shravanam, Padasevanam, Vandanam, Sakhyam, Archanam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam, right? Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam, yes. So these 9 processes are directly there is a correlation also. This activity corresponds to this Navadha Bhakti, one of the 9 processes. I was listening to one class, and in that one, it was very nicely mentioned that we are, while performing Krishna's bhakti, while performing the service, sometimes we independently kind of start thinking that, okay, this is good for me, that is bad for me. That is very dangerous. The example was given that there was one pilgrim. There was one pilgrim, he wanted to go to so many different, um, holy places. So he was a Lord Ram Bhakta. So he said, oh Lord Ram, I want to visit so many different, pilgrims or holy places. Can I please have the horse so that I can, go quicker and I can do this, traveling very quickly. So thinking that, Lord Ramchandra gave it to him one horse, manifested a horse. So he started going to different places, and then without his, like he didn't know, but the horse was pregnant. So that horse delivered a baby, and the horse delivered a baby. So he, because the horse was helping so much, so he got attached to the horse. That, okay, wow, the horse is helping me so much. She's helping me so much. And then the baby came, so he got attached to the baby also. So his pilgrimage kind of took a back burner on the back seat, and he started, trying to make sure that the baby of the horse is, comfortable. And instead of riding on the horse would walk, and he's carrying the he's carrying the baby. So the moral of the story is, we have to really see what is conducive for our bhakti when we ask or desire, then to just think of something and without thinking in a long term, if this is what is going to be my situation, if I ask something and I'll just end up carrying the baby instead of going to the pilgrimage. Earlier he was alone walking, now he has to carry the baby also for he didn't change his schedule, but he obviously will be delayed because of, whatever was going on in the life. So we really have to pray hard, pray strong, pray really, um, to see and ask, please give me what is in the best interest of mine, rather than just going through whimsically asking for, oh, I want this and I want that, and it might not be the best interest. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. I'm sorry, I didn't prepare very well or very much, but that's what I have planned to share. Um, I just wanted to share one more thing, that, um, this Shadagoshwami Astakam, it is recommended that whoever is trying to follow the path of bhakti, we should sing this Shadagoshwami Astakam every day to the remove the obstacles in our path. And the translation is also so very beautiful, very sweet. So my request is that, I'm trying to follow and trying to see if I can read that every day. With our Kartik month approaching, if we can add into our daily schedule, reading the Sadgoswami Astakam would be very nice. Anytime during the day, but if in the morning before you start your japa, if we can chant that, we can sing that, it's very powerful. So just wanted to suggest that. And with that, I would like to stop here. If there is any comments or suggestion, please share. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Very wonderful. I really like so many
things you mentioned that how that anyway, tomorrow in the class I will share something on what you said. It's very beautiful something you mentioned. So yeah, so our greatest treasure is the association of devotees. Mm. Our greatest treasure is association. Serve and create the devotees and yeah, I really like that point, that whole story, because the thing is that, like I mentioned, like Shifa and mentioned so nicely, be very careful. I don't, you don't give me the money.
Because they will say,
No,
they don't hear.
no. So the thing is that what I'm said, be very careful what you design in Vrindavan, because your desire will. So the thing is that we have kind of mixed kind of prayer. Think about myself, I have one question for you. The desire.
Is he done? Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry.
So desire means like then Dhruv Maharaj also desired. But if desire was purified, there are so many devotees who desired, but their desire was purified in Krishna's way. But then why he asked for horse, then Krishna, Ram gave pregnant horse only, why not just male horse? So maybe it is the way to purify his desire, was it the one?
You answered yes.
No, yeah.
Krishna is being the loving father or a parent. Somehow the things will be orchestrated in our life which is best for us, that we have to really have firm conviction. I don't have, but we have to have the firm conviction on that whatever is happening is by the mercy of the Lord. Of course, I could have changed some things. I could have been in some better situation than this, but that is all theoretical. Why I am here is because I wanted to be here, or Krishna wanted me to be here, right? There is no other, there are no two ways about it, and we all know what are the things that are really good for us, but are we really able to follow it through in entirety? Like all of us know, coming to Mangala Aarti is the best thing to do. Best thing that you can do, start your day with, or do Mangala Aarti at our home. Wake up at 4:30, start chanting in Brahma Muhurta. So many things, right? And the simplest of the things, try to avoid any offenses, right? That is the basic that we can start with. So yes, with the Leela or the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj and others, the take-home message is that any desire that we have, but we try to get fulfilled by the Lord, it will be, that desire will be fulfilled, or much more than the desire, that what you have desired will be given to us. So, as Dhruva Maharaj says, I was looking for the broken pieces of glass and I got the nice, wonderful diamond. So the story about that priest or the pilgrim, that was his prayer at the end when he realized that I'm carrying the the baby of the horse, then say, oh Lord Ram, what did I ask? Why did I ask for the horse? Instead of going through the pilgrim or the places faster, I'm ended up like carrying the horse and serving. So my time is like I'm not really utilizing my time. So he was praying to Lord Ram same way that he prayed earlier, that okay, I was asking for something, but I really didn't know what is best for me. That is a take-home message, or the
same story is like that one copin and two copin, that brahmachari, he have only one copin, but that one brahma,
no, go ahead.
That brahmachari is there, no, it's okay, but it's just 2 minutes, I'll just finish.
Yeah, वो सबके लिए बोल रहा हूँ.
That brahmachari, he have only one copin, but then he decided, he was thinking, oh, I have to daily wash this one copin, so I want one more copin so that I can save my time. Then he buy one coke, he somehow or other get one copin, and then he get one copin, and then the rats are there. Rats come and they start eating that coping. Then that brahmachari went to one intelligent person.
Cat.
Yeah, you understand, right? Then he asked what to do. He said, "Arey, mouse is there, so cat. You should get a cat. Cat will take care of mouse." He said, "Oh, he good idea." He took cat.
For cat, he has to get a cow for one milk.
She will say, milk, then cow. Then cow means then grass. Then
He has to marry. Who is going to take care of the cows?
cow. And then that wife will come and then we have to take care of no wife. And then in the end,
Wife and children.
yeah, children. Then in the end, where was I and where am I? The one coping costed me so much. So,
Amazing.
and then yeah, Guru came and then said, yeah, food number one.
Very
So,
nice.
so
Very
but because they were in touch with some Mahatma, they all were really. Just two small things I wanted to share. That Guru Maharaj pastime, if I can share.
Please.
Okay. So, yeah, so well, I'll share more tomorrow. But like two things. So first thing is that Dhruva Maharaj, whenever we ask for material desire, then pure devotional desire become delayed. That is the one thing we learn. When we ask for mixed desire, then the mixture part of it that actually delays awarding pure devotion. Sometimes we may think we're very intelligent, but actually it delays. It delays. I've seen this like even Shastra also many times you see. So that mixture, the material part desire just delays the pure devotion. It's like just like an obstacle, just like a waste of time. Second thing is that Dhruva, he followed not the instruction as it is. So whatever be your situation, if you follow as it is without twisting, without adding, then you will very quickly attain perfection. But to follow as it is, we need purity. So the thing is, yeah, so it's not easy. It's easy to say, it's easy to plan also. Like Mahatma Guru says, right? That many times we say, I will do this, I will do that. But do and see, karke dekho. So it's not so easy to do. So only when it's like sometimes I feel like to offer that one pure prayer, to chant that one, nice round, it takes years. And sometimes people think that, oh, this is such a foolish, how can, no, but that's a fact. It's not easy to do so. Therefore, that's why, it takes time. Right? We know, like, for example, I know that, eating too much is not good. Sleeping is not good, but I still do it. Why? Because I'm in the mode of passion ignorance. But the thing is, like, wonderful devotees, they actually can come out of this, eating and sleeping. So the thing is that Prabhupada has given so many instructions, so many instructions. If you write down all the instructions present in one Bhagavatam class, people will say, Prabhu, this is your last Bhagavatam. Don't give any more Bhagavatam classes. Because actually Prabhupada is very, very, very heavy. If you see the purport, you just take out the purport, you just read the purport. Don't have to speak anything in the class even. It's like a super, super heavy. So the thing is that, but if you follow as it is without twisting, without adding, it's very powerful. These are two things that if material desire will delay the spiritual desire, and second is that, what is it? Yeah, if you follow as it is without twisting, without adding as it is, then very quickly you will attain. Like Dhruva, why Dhruva attained perfection? Why? Because Dhruva did not change a word of Nadat. Did not say this is not practical. He did not say this is difficult. He didn't think anything. He just did as it is. That's why even without his knowledge only, he attained darshan of Supreme Lord. So that is the power of. Nobody said purity, right? But Radha Swami Maharaj, I was hearing from him. He said he did not said about purity, but he said Dhruv Maharaj could follow because he knew that he whatever there is no other way. Whatever he's saying will only give him the give him whatever he want, like Vishnu. Because when Dhruv Maharaj met Narad Muni, so Dhruv Maharaj was very angry, and then Narad Muni was first testing Dhruv Maharaj of his determination.
Go back and
Yeah, go back, and you are just a small child. If I'll go and I'll tell his your father, he's my disciple only. He will listen to me. Why you are worrying? It's like a child play. You are being very childish. So I'll tell him he'll make you king, and he'll make. He said no. If you have questions to my answer, if you know how I can find Vishnu,
help.
then only to speak with me. Otherwise, you see your way, I'll go in my way. So like that, Guru Maharaj was saying. So, and when Narad Muni said, Narad Muni saw his determination, then he was astonished that, oh, Kshatriya, even a child of a Kshatriya is like that much determined, so he is qualified to get Vishnu. So whether purity or not, purity is for sure, but his determination. And then Dhruv Maharaj also was like, there is no other way. If I follow Narad Muni, then only I'll get it. So he did not went here to listen, did not went there to, oh, there is second opinion, or there is some opinion, oh, this Prabhu is speaking nicely, maybe if I follow him, or maybe my spiritual master is hearing from him, and so let me go there. No, there is no here and there. Just follow water. And Chandramauli Swami Maharaj, once I was serving him, he was giving a class. So I was serving Haridas Thakur, and I finished service. So I thought, okay, I'll sit there and hear the class. There, one someone asked same question. I am hearing from other Prabhu, and then there is something like that. But you are saying some different thing. What should I do? Chandra said, you should be a chaste wife to your guru. So many people will say so many things. It might be correct. And Guru might say something, you might think, oh, it is wrong, right? But whatever Guru says, follow that blindly. Is that like blindly? Then only you don't have to go here and there. You should be a chase wife to your Guru, like that is it. So Dhruv Maharaj, same thing he did. And then actually doing by following that, he became more pure. And there are 14 verses of his prayers. After he sees Vishnu, there are 14. In 14 verses, he glorifies Lord Vishnu. In one verse, he says that even though I have seen you and I am so fallen that I still desire material things. Even though I'm seeing you, I'm still desiring material things. So people like me will never understand your mercy. So like that, Dhruv Maharaj was saying, only in the association of sadhu, please give me a benediction that I should be always be in association of devotees and hear about your glories. In that way, I will never know I'll cross this material world. So that is what Dhruv Maharaj is saying. And Dhruv Maharaj also said, your form is not that much pleasing or pleasing to me, but your association of devotees is more pleasing to me.
Wow.
He's saying your form is also not, but your association of devotees is more pleasing. There is, I think this is, I forgot the verse number, but there is in one verse it is like that. So Dhruv Maharaj is saying that I'm still, after seeing you, I have so many material desires, but in being the association of devotees, so that's how I'll get purity. So something like that he was saying. So these are all Radhavin Swami Maharaj. Whatever I heard, I was speaking. So
Wonderful.
I hope this is a very actually hope giving that whether we see Lord or not, if we are in the association, we'll just go back to God, and that's what it is. Sorry, Praveen, for taking a lot of time, but I wanted to just share after.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. Yeah, Kiran, do you have anything to share? Mhm. So with yeah, I actually just wanted to say one more thing. Uh, while we are practicing bhakti, we feel like when will be the time that I will really relish this process, right? It's more or less mechanical. I had a very wonderful point. that Gnana and Vairagya, right? While we are continuing to process our progress on the spiritual path, or continuing even with mechanical endeavors, what ends up happening is, by the mercy of Guru and association of the devotee, we have some knowledge that develops, and we start getting detachment. So the example is given, and that in the young age, a 2-year-old and 3-year-old boy and girl are playing together, they'll not have any interaction, or they'll play very intimately, they'll play, but that attraction is never there. When I was listening to His Holiness Bhakti Chandra Swami Maharaj, very nice point he made, that so continue following the instruction of the Guru. One day you will attain that spiritual puberty, maturity. Because only at the age of 14, 15, 16, that mindset gets developed into the male and female. So same way, we have to continue trying to develop and pray to the Lord that we get that understanding of how I can really relish the services that I'm doing. And it will happen for sure. As mundane example as the attraction between the male and the female, the same way, or that example is given by so many, like spontaneously they don't have to do anything, just be in the same environment, that kind of environment, and then the attraction happens. Same way, if we continue in the service of the Lord, that kind of maturity will be given to us. By what? Gnan and Vairagya. By detachment and the knowledge about Him, that will give us that maturity. Thank you again very much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यो च अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री प्रभु। I'm sorry, I didn't ask for the online devotees if they had to add anything, share anything.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Wonderful class. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.